Here's Salmon Creek, right before it goes into the culvert. And this is August 4th or 5th, after about 2 months or more of no rain. It's got incredible amount of flow to it. So here's a little farther up. Beautiful, clean looking water. Again, it hasn't rained hardly at all for 2, maybe 3 months. And look at that water flow. This is coming from the aquifer, undoubtedly. Well, this is the south side of the creek, just above the sewer plant, which is down there. And you can see by the vegetation here that springs are coming off this hillside and helping feed the creek. And this is looking up the road, uphill, and here's the creek down in the gully. You can even hear it from here. You can't see it, but you can hear it. But I'm not going to go down there today. A little farther up, and I managed to make my way down a trail that was here, I remember, 25 years ago. Kids using it. And here's the water going merrily along right by a kid's swing and on down. Still got a great flow to it. Just really nice. So a little farther up on the south side, just off the road, and here's where a lot of your flow is coming from. Now, whether this was here or not before, I can't really say. Is this what they call Earthquake Creek? Well, there's 2 branches. But here is contributing to a lot of the flow coming off the south hill. And look up. There's a lot of down trees up there. Is this where the earthquake wreaked its havoc? I don't know. Just a few yards up on the south side again, right off the road. Here's another little spring running merrily along after over 2 months with no precipitation to speak of. It's all coming off the hillside on the south side of the ravine into the creek. Holy Toledo, that's all I can say. Now this has got to be Earthquake Creek. This is coming off out of a culvert underneath the road, and you look at the flow, just incredible amount of flow. This is apparently what must have tripled the flow as described in the Burien Park Department right up on Salmon Creek. This is really something. Now, I don't recall this at all 25 years ago, so this would have probably undoubtedly happened during the earthquake of 2001, and there it is down there going into the creek. So after this, the creek is going to have a lot less flow to it. And let's go take a look and see what it looks like coming down the hillside on the other side. So here we are, going into the culvert. This is, I do not recall this. This has got to be what they're calling Earthquake Creek. It's coming off the south hill, and outstanding flow. Could even support fish year-round if they could get up here. Going into a culvert. Looks like some people have been doing some damming and some rock stuff here. I don't know who that is. Kids? Whoever. This is something. So here's a Salmon Creek right up above Earthquake Creek, shall we call it. And it's still got good flow to it. And it's like, I'd say maybe half of the flow is coming off that new creek that we just shot that goes through the culvert underneath the road and meets up with it just a little ways down. I don't know, I should really get down right to there where it meets up to show you what it's like, but you get a pretty darn good idea of the 2 flows coming together. And this one still got great flow to it. Um, and this is how I remember it. So now here I am farther up. You can hear cars up on Ambom from here, so it's getting pretty close to the top. But now, looking down here, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's got a pretty strong sound and flow. But if I go up a little farther from this, it's going to really diminish. So I'm thinking it's coming off either hillside. I can't tell from here, and I'm not about to climb down there. I'm just not as spry as I used to be 25 years ago. I'll be 73 this month. But I'll show you what the flow sounds like a little farther up. In other words, it appears that most of your flow is coming from springs from either hillside, especially what is undoubtedly Earthquake Creek going into that culvert and crossing the road. Nice little waterfall. So that's your majority of the flow, but I'm going to still keep walking up as far as I can. Well, I got a king. Shocked me. Beals Point, right at 9:30 at the high tide. Well, maybe in the low teens, I'd say. I'm guessing it's a female. Nice and fat. Beautiful. Well, the crabbing, all rock crab, but a limit, and they eat good too. So the fish gods blessed me today, and it must be because I'm trying to help them.